Good morning from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Wednesday. I did not catch anything in any trap last night. However, one of the traps was set off. I put one back into Yep. So there's something still out there, and it is going after my egg. So I'll keep trying. I'm really thankful that I have met such incredible neighbors around here that would loan me their traps. And yep. Okay. On the agenda today was I had to unload all this lumber, and now I'm worn out. But that's all right. I'm gonna have a quick bite to eat, and then I am headed to Dutch Creek Cabin, Drew's place. If you haven't seen his video, I'll put the link to the video up there and one down below. If you haven't seen his last video, he's got some big events that might or might not be happening, and I want to be there. So I am headed off there, and I'll see you in a bit. No big excitement happened at Drew's on Wednesday, and that's all right. It was a lovely day. It wasn't too hot. Got to sit around and, you know, do some dreaming. It's good meeting with Brad and Deborah and sitting around with Drew and having a few dogs off the grill and Aloha and their new pup and their old dog. And so we had a good day on Wednesday, even though the dreams of chopping a bunch of trees down, it'll have to wait. That's cool. Let's see. Yesterday I had played catch up yesterday because I was gone most of Wednesday. Then last night we got a very good rain last night and this morning. So also something else happened last night. Can you see it in there? Yeah, it's sleeping right now. I caught a raccoon last night, number 4. I wedged it in between the wheelbarrow and this shipping pallet so that anyway, yeah, we did get a big rain last night. I always empty that after rain, so that was a big rain last night. But yeah, came out here, I don't know, 11 o'clock ish, and there's a raccoon in there. So I'm gonna take it to the same place I took the other ones. This one is bigger. You'll see in a few seconds here. Let's see, the other 3, 2 of them were small. They were juveniles. One of them was a little bit bigger. If I had to guess, it was, you know, 2 juveniles, a mother, and this is the father. But with raccoons, I don't know. I don't have that much experience with them, only what I read online. But this one is sleeping, and I'm gonna put it in the truck and take it where I left the others. This one is like double the size of the other ones. You're much older. And this is not the end of them. After I caught this raccoon, I went out and checked my other trap, and it had been tripped off and the eggs had been gone into. And that was after I caught this one. So there's still something else out there. All right, time to take a little trip. That was raccoon number 4 in the past 8 days, I think it was, and I caught 1 possum. So 5 little critters I've caught in the past 8 days. Let's see, the first 2 raccoons, one was a small one, it was a juvenile, I don't know how old, a couple months. The other one was kind of a medium-sized one. The third one I caught was small, like the other one, and then this one I caught was big, relatively speaking. I hear up in Toronto they're the size of Volkswagen Beetle, but this is Arkansas, so they're not so big around my homestead. So yeah, 4 raccoons and 1 possum. And I know there's another critter out there. I have seen a possum bigger than the one that I trapped. That was a few weeks ago in the middle of the mayhem. So yeah, I know that there's at least, 6 critters crawling around here for the past, week and a half. The electric fences worked. The electric fences worked. So I've had predator pressure out there. I've caught, 4 raccoons and a possum, and my chickens have been safe during that time. So the electric fences work. I'm still getting a lot of suggestions on how to improve my safety, but I just need the electric fences. When the electric fences are working, they work. A few suggestions for a goose, and I love that idea. I do love that idea. I've been watching YouTube homesteading related channels for probably 6, maybe 7 years now. I've seen Justin Rhodes and Art and Bree, got one from Justin Rhodes, part-time Permies up in Michigan. They actually hatched they didn't do it, 2 broody, or 1 broody hen. A broody hen hatched a goose egg, and they had 2 geese as guard geese for their flock. So I've been thinking about goose for quite a while. My situation is different than theirs though. I have 6 coops and 2 brooders, with more coops and brooders on the way. So I need 6 geese. And what geese are best at protecting is if you're in a field with no tree cover, they are great during the day for aerial predators. After dark, against raccoons, a goose is not going to help you out any. And that was what I was facing here, was the predators after dark. And a goose is not going to work on that. And I need 6 of them, 1 in each flock. That's a lot of extra mouths to feed. That's, just not in the cards for me. But it is a great idea for somebody who has a backyard flock that has a lot of open area with not a lot of tree cover, and who have hawks in the area, or if you're free ranging, I don't know, that's not my situation, but I do think a guard goose would be good in that situation. And what I've heard is you only want 1 goose, raising them up together. You want to raise 1 goose up with the chickens, so the goose bonds with the chickens. If you raise, more than 1 goose, they're going to bond with each other instead of the chickens, and then you might have problems with the goose fighting the chickens. So if you're going to take someone's advice to get a guard goose, you only want 1 for your flock, and you want to raise them with the chickens so that they bond with the chickens. So yep, that's the scoop there. Here comes Bob. Say hi, Bob. Say hi, Bob. What have you been doing all day? You didn't help me catch the raccoon. I'm all sweaty, Bob. This probably isn't a very good place for you to visit right now. You don't care. Alright, so where was I? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good on the front. I reset the traps. I got 1 out in back where I've caught them before, and the other one was up here next to my driveway. That's where I caught the other one. So yeah, I've got 1 in each place, and we'll keep at it. We'll keep at it, and I have to remain diligent about my electric fencing. It was just a freak accident. One of them was a freak accident. The other one was the weed pressure. I had, one of those 20-foot tall weeds fell down on the fence and knocked it over, and so the fence wasn't working that first night, and then the accident the other night. Anyway. I'm all good on the chicken safety front here. The electric fences work when the electric fences are working. Bob, you making a little cat fort in there? Is that what you're doing, Bob? Well, you know, if you didn't roll around in the hay, you wouldn't have to clean all the hay off of your fur, Bob. Yep, that's how it works. See, Fifi knows what she's doing. Fifi doesn't roll around in the hay and then have to get it off of her. That's a good spot, Bob. Oh yeah, today's weather report. It's Friday, have I said that? I don't even know. I started filming this on Wednesdays right before I went to Drew's place. And that was a good time, just sitting around and, you know, gabbing and stuff. And I'm out there thinking, what if, you know, I plan on hatching 160 in the incubators and maybe getting 100 to 120 per month. Next year. It won't be in spring. I won't have enough hens to do that. I need 50 hens to do that, and mine won't. Well, we'll see. We'll see how many I have. But if they come online in April or May, you know, I still got half the season left. But what if I could hatch 160 a week instead of 160 a month? That gets me thinking. The same number of hens, about 50 hens to do that. What if I could hatch 1,000 a week? How many hens would that? That'd take about 250 hens. What if I could hatch 2,000 eggs per week? Man, how many people could I hire? Yeah. One step at a time. Well, let's see if I can get to the 100 next year. But you know. That would, I know I could sell, well, I don't know nothing. But if next year is anything like this year, as far as the Facebook groups go, with people looking for chicks, I don't think I'll have any problem with 100 to 120 a month. I probably wouldn't have a problem with 100 to 120 per week. But, you know, start off and go from there. And I cannot ship, you know, it's going to take a lot of work before I could get the certification so that it would be legal for me to send hatching eggs or baby chicks out of the state. But in the future, you know, what if I could hatch 1,000 a week? That's something to dream on. I know I read something about Murray McMurray's like the biggest hatchery out there, and they were doing 250,000 per week, and that was before the pandemic. I think they were doing, you know, like 500,000 a week this year. They're sold out of almost everything. It's just unreal. And a lot of the hatcheries, the big hatcheries are. But Murray McMurray is the only place I can get my white and true blues. So, but other than that, I like the smaller ones, like the one in Maryland and the one in Southern Illinois. I do like the smaller ones if I can, and I want to become one of the smaller ones. We're getting there. What else can I tell you? Just doing catch up yesterday. I did some weed eating. That's one thing I got to do, weed eating around the fences to make sure there's no weed pressure on the fences so that the electric charge stays up there. Oh yeah! I went to the post office box this morning. Holy cow, you guys. Oh my goodness, the boxes and the cards and the letters have started to come in, and I'll get to that in a later video. So all you haters out there, be warned, I'm getting presents. Oh man. So I'll probably head back tomorrow and again on Monday, and then we'll get a video out if I'll get that done. Just thank you once again. I am breathing a lot freer and easier now, a lot less stress, and this is just totally surprising to me. I really had no idea there's that much support, and so thank you again. Thank you until the cows come home. I don't have any cows, but my neighbor does, and they do escape. Okay, enough silliness. I am tired. I worked all day. It was like 85, which wasn't too bad, but it was very humid because of all the rain we got. And so it was a good day for me to get caught up. I didn't have a nap today. I'll do a nap tomorrow. So who knows when the next video is coming out. Thank you for everything. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.